Oi, oi! Early bird catches the worm and all that jazz. So it's midday on Thursday. Thought I'd do my all my bets day 4 video a bit earlier, so time to have a little digest of it. I haven't got the Thursday results in as yet, similar to when I did the Tuesday, Wednesday slip. So I can tell you where the singles are sat. I'll quickly skim through some of the multiples that could put some money on some other horses as well, just for interest really. And then, yeah, we can crack on with it. So talked about in the day 3 video, the Thursday one, which I put up late last night. But yeah, it's been rough, isn't it? But look, it is only the halfway point. We do know that historically Tuesdays tends to be the easiest day, then Wednesday, and then Thursday, and then Friday. Like, it does get a bit harder as the week goes on, but look, it is what it is. We hope that the variance across the week will balance itself out. I mean, if it doesn't, it's brutal. Because I won't be able to use my intro saying that I've made money at every festival for over 15 years, but we don't know, right? We've got a few chances Thursday, we might have a few chances Friday, but I'd say the book looks not as promising as it has done in previous years. We all have those little dream weavers, don't we, where we try and get some big bets going through across the week, some of those multiples, and you can have some horses running for big chunks. I've hit the crossbar on a few of them. We get a few of them that might land. This year, the Thursday, Friday isn't as stacked as normal, so I think we're all aware it's a bit of an uphill battle from here, but we go again. So the Friday bets, as they stand, there's some multiples that run a bit of money through. So I'll mention them first, just so you get a feel for what the horses are. A couple of like on the day multiples that aren't massive really, like Galloping de Champs, it's on the lines in a double. And then I've got a couple of block bets going through, Absurd and Valgrand in the county, onto horses like the Big Westerner and Copec Demi. So they could go up a little bit. And then on Thursday, Firefox Nürburgring, it's another one, some block bets. They got some money pounding through to Wingmen and Jasmine DeVoe, should either of those two get up. We've got Tiapu in a bet with Lulamba, so that could put some more money onto that horse. Jaguar would be putting some horses onto some horses in the pipe, Woodhoo and Copec Demi. 6.5. I mentioned that in yesterday's video, that was just putting a line through some multiples, and they've all been flying. That one's got chunks going today, but that will be sending stupid amounts of money onto horses like Allegory de Vassi. And then it's onto the line. It's on the line, and Dino Blue double would be filthy running the day after. Same with Justin Johnny Who as well. I've got both of those in the Kim Muir, rolling into doubles. They go through Absurd, but they all end up with Copec Demi. They don't all go through Absurd. We've got a couple that are tasty if we get a bit of luck, but just thought I'd share those because we're near the end of the week, right? So the Friday stuff, obviously I'm doing this at midday. I do need to get through the races, final fields, because I've been at Cheltenham. Need to do a bit more prep and a bit more work on each of these. So I mean, you'll see that I've bet quite a few horses in it. There may be some extra bets that will be happening from here. I mean, there probably will be. So what we've got standing at the moment, for the Triumph, we've got Lulamba going for £505. Now, East India Dock would be one of the horses, like a New Lion, probably a little bit like the Wool Park as well. Horses where I haven't got them in, taken a bit of an opinion against them, incorrectly or correctly. So East India Dock I haven't got in the book for anything. He is tightening up a little bit. But I do fully respect his chance. So where we go with him, I don't know. Sometimes we're in this position, you'll have seen, where I'll have a horse going for an absolute stack. Gives you the opportunity to then throw some money at something near him, or potentially look at a lay. But yeah, Triumph, slim pickings, just Lulamba, 505 on that one. But as I say, like, we could have a bit that tips that up. In the county, we've got Cargase going for 600, Valgrand going for 330, Hansard going for 315, Ethical Diamond going for 300, Lark in the Morning going for 300, Absurd going for 220. Most of those ones are the £300, so basically not the Cargeese one, although part of it is the Cargeese one, with some block bets that kicked on from earlier in the week, so a few opportunities in there. I think the county money staked is, yeah, about 120 quid's worth, so lighter stakes, reasonable returns, but normally, like I say, at this point, we'd be hoping we're selling some real big fat ones. Anyway, Bartlett, I'm not doing these in the right order because I think the mare's chases before this, but we are where we are. The Bartlett, I've got Portugal because Reach Week, he said it in a preview, didn't he? He goes for 930. Meh, we've probably got no chance. Jigs Forge, back to a price as well, 512.15. Jasmine DeVoe goes for 450. The Big Westerner's going for 315. Wingmen's going for 300, but Wingmen was another one. And even the Big Westerner, they could have some money that spits through to them today. Mare's Chase, I've got Allegory de Vassi already going for 455. Now, she's in some of those bets with 6.5, and Allegory Vassi could be going for stupid money. Now, I backed her last year. She let me down. All she really had to do was stand for third for a reasonable each way return for me in that race. and she didn't do it. I wasn't intending on having her really like smacked, but I've put her into multiples, and as I say, we got a bit lucky with a couple of blocks earlier in the week that I've spat some money in there, so she could be going for big amounts. If that was the case, I'd be looking to probably maybe get some out of that. But Dino Blue's the one that I do fancy. 275 back from Dino Blue. She's only 11 to 10 now. Some multiples that I had rolling through to her got blown up. I had some money going through Ballyburn and John Bon into which obviously hasn't come to fruition, which is frustrating to say the least, because some of those multiples had her at okayish prices. But look, it's the risk of the anti-post betting, yeah? That would be one that I would be looking to probably boost a bit more money into her, because I want to have a bit more on her than that. That would be the Gold Cup after that, but the Gold Cup I've got nothing going into there. They was trying to get some money to get through to Galloping de Champs, but again, they were only really like the shorty ones, so not looking good for the Gold Cup. I don't know how I'd play that one, so that's one that I'll have to write up in the articles if I do get involved. Fox Hunters, I've mentioned it's on the line from other multiple bets. He's a horse that I will probably definitely back. He's going to be an okay each way his price, about 92 or something like that. There's lots of horses that have been well touted and have been well supported for this race, and I'm not an expert in the Fox Hunter sphere. So we've got Angel's Dawn going for 290 quid, and we've got Shearer going for 300. More of interest than any expectations in there. And then rolling through to the Martin Pipe, as it stands at the moment, Nurse Susan has been declared. Massive long layoff. I've backed this horse in the past. I do quite like it. £720 she goes for, but it's just because she was a big price. Woodhoo goes for 750, so 740. Copic to me at this point is 750, but I say there's chances. There is opportunities for today to spit some more money into a couple of those, especially the latter horses. But the way this week's gone, who knows if that's going to happen or not. So yeah, normally when I do a Friday video, I think when I record these, I probably am doing them maybe on the Wednesday for the Thursday, Friday. I'm doing them a couple of days in advance. I'm doing them at final declarations, I know that much. Yes, we haven't necessarily got as many biggies sat here. Thursday looks like we got lots of opportunities and lots of chances. Fair amount of cover. We do just need a little bit of the tide to turn. And then coming through to Friday, look, we ain't getting out on the Friday if we don't get some results on the Thursday. But there's a couple of opportunities there to claw something back for the Friday. So yeah, that's the all my bets sorted for Friday. I've touched on it in all the videos, but I will do a summary. I'll get it done this weekend just so it's over and done with, because I'm taking a break between Cheltenham and, well, next week's taking a week out. So I'll update what the final results standings are, as in how close I managed to get to getting my money back, or if I've managed to wangle a profit, which at this stage, I mean, it's definitely not impossible, but it's not looking likely. But, you know, I don't want to sit here and be like negative about it, but it's just the reality of what it is. We're used to the Tuesday, Wednesday sitting big, and then again, we're rolling some of those multiples through. The argument where I used to bet more into singles, I've actually bet about 60, about maybe 2/3 of my stake's been singles and a third of it's been multiples, which would be more than normal. I'm normally 75%, 25%. So I have thrown away a bit of value on some horses on the Thursday, Friday, on the hope that we would have got a bit luckier on the Tuesday, Wednesday. So I has shot myself in the foot a little bit there, but I mean, I was happy with my position going into Cheltenham for the start of this week, especially going into those first 2 days. But that's the reality of the beast, right? Can't win them all, but we do try. So thank you again for all your support. Very best of luck with whatever you're fancying for the last couple of days at Cheltenham. It's been good so far. Those first couple of days, there's been some proper decent clashes, and there's been some good stuff that's in there as well. I'm going to do a bit of a review on Gigi as well on Sunday for their video, so you better check that out, like thoughts on some of the races and things that they pan out. But as for the betting perspective on here, I'll do something over the weekend to let you guys know exactly how I ended up.